Honestly, this is not Love Island. This is Big Brother Naija. And I think the obsession with ships is ruining this season because this last week, after every 3 words, you're hearing ship. Baby, we're not in the ocean.
Big Brother Naija is back with a brand new season tagged No Looseguard. This season promises to be exciting as we're expecting drama and basketballs from the dynamic duos in the house. However, the real question is, will it give? My name is Chris and you are welcome to a brand new season of Pulse Hot Takes BBnaija edition. Make sure you tune into the show weekly as I and my amazing guests will be bringing you hot analysis and all the tea from Biggie's house. Today with me in the studio, I have 3 amazing people, 1 familiar face, and 2 new faces, and as usual I'll let them introduce themselves, starting from the lady in red.
Hi guys, I'm Chimi. I'm a digital marketer and a brand influencer.
Nice to meet you, Chimi. Welcome.
Hey guys, my name is Kimmy K. I'm a fashion model and a media personality. Should I say BBN fan?
Hi guys, I'm Libra King. I'm a talent manager and I'm a social media manager.
Okay, welcome on the show, guys. You are a regular customer. So to my new guests, you guys are welcome. So this season, Big Brother has come with an interesting twist.
Yeah.
Usually we have individuals coming in as housemates. This season we have pairs coming in as housemates. What do we think about the dynamic duos in the house? I mean, we've seen an aunt and niece pair. We've seen a married couple who are pretending to be best friends. We've seen a couple of twins. Do we think that this season Big Brother has made an interesting selection? Who wants to go first?
I mean, let the new
Well,
ones go first.
I think Big Brother has been an interesting selection, but the question is, will they live up to the expectations?
Yeah.
Because this season we're actually expecting a lot to raise the pie. You know, it's been 2 years since we saw new faces, so we're actually expecting a lot, and I hope the housemates actually give us, something to work with, because the first week was kind of slow. So I hope they do better this week.
I mean, for me, it's definitely an interesting concept because this is the first of its kind in the Big Brother verse. And when the housemates were unveiled on that Sunday, it brought a lot of questions because I think some people were disappointed in the aesthetics of the housemates because it's not what we're used to. Some people were expecting, they were expecting some type of ways, but is it really about the aesthetics or is it about the personality of the housemates and what they can bring to the table? Yeah. And I do think that the season has started really slow, but I appreciate the housemates for being calm and peaceful. There was no forced fights. There was nobody trying to do too much. But we're here for the drama, right? We're here we're here for the clashes. We're here for the clashing of personalities. But so far, I think the season is pregnant, and I hope it delivers premium entertainment for us. That's what I feel.
Because the drama is why we're here.
The drama is why we're
what I
stars,
need.
Please. I don't pay subscription to come and see you people do love and lights.
Exactly.
Throw some blows, please.
Okay.
For me, I think it's the first week, and like she said, it's the first of its kind. I've seen some interesting duos, and I think they're doing a great job. So let's just see how it goes.
Okay, so let's talk about the season so far. We've all established the fact that it's just the first week. Some people feel like the season is starting slow, but I mean, it really is just the first week. So what do we think about the housemates and the season so far? Do we think that, have we clocked anybody's strategy? Have we noticed any strategy? Is there anybody in particular that you are rooting for? And what are we even really, really looking forward to this season? I think I would start by saying that what I'm looking forward to this season is, because I'm really interested to know what Biggie's plan is, right? And sometimes you feel like you can predict the game, but then you really can't. What I'm looking forward to is it getting to a point where Big Brother now says, okay, so I'm aware that everybody came in here as a pair, but now it is every man for himself. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to see how people who came in as partners are going to compete against each other for the prize.
Yeah.
True.
So, Libra King.
I see that split happening in the 5th week. It's definitely going to happen. It's either Big Brother decides to swap the duos and say, you know what, Sean, you're with Wani. It is definitely going to happen.
Side eye.
You understand? And say, so you know what, let's swap the duos or every man stays on his own. It is definitely going to happen. Yeah. That is when we'll now know who came in there as a business plan. We'll know who came in there as true lovers, who came in there as friends. Because they're going to backstab each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. So for people who came in as friends, okay, now look at Flo. They have a 10 years relationship. They came in as friends. I'm very sure that whenever that duo is splitted, nothing is going to happen to that relationship. But we know some people are saying they are married and they are dating, but we are not sure because we are not seeing some things.
I mean, we already have Ben and his partner fighting, so it's very possible that when Biggie says Oma for himself,
yeah, there's gonna be clashes when Biggie says that, and I can't wait to see. The one I want to see is, I want to see how Wani and Handy will play against each other when they're separated. Like, because you know they're literally the same person. That's what I want to see.
Those girls are really close. Those things are close. Nothing's gonna happen.
You know, when you're playing alone, are you going to share strategies? Because he's all man for himself, right? What's going to happen?
So you think going in there, they've not decided that, you know what, whoever stays on their own, we're still going to back each other. It's a,
at the end of the day, it's a win
plan.
For both of them.
It's a win for both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there 28 people in the house. There are people that definitely do stand out. But this season is funny because in some pairs, there are people that are stronger and there are people that are just being carried by,
their partners.
Yeah,
true.
Someone that has really stood out this season is the Checkers, but Onyeka
is the one carrying
she's really stood out, and I think that so far this season she's the most entertaining housemate so far. I like the fact that she's very expressive, and that she doesn't take herself too seriously, and that she always has gist. But my thing is, where do you differentiate between gist and gossip? Because there's a thin line between someone is always gisting you and someone is gossiping. And I think that it's going to cause a clash between housemates somehow. Loki, Chinwe has already started hinting that she might not like Onyeka. And they brought up the fact that...
saying that.
Yeah, saying that. I mean, she outrightly said it that, the snail talk that Onyeka is doing is really disgusting. And I'm going to say it. That snail talk Onyeka talks is very,
I don't think I've heard snail so much in a while.
Why would you refer to your private parts as snail?
Oh my God.
I mean, that really throws me off Onyeka, even regardless of the fact that she's entertaining. And I'm going to say that even though Onyeka is entertaining as a housemate, she doesn't really have a storyline. There are other housemates who have more definite storyline in the house so far. But I like her sister, Chizoba. Chizoba is much more calm and she understands boundaries. Wani X Handy, they have the most authentic energy out of every of the housemates because they're so much in sync. They think alike, they move alike, they smile alike, they do everything alike. And I really like them. And for everyone coming for Wani X Handy, that why are they always twinning? It's quite literally their strategy. You know that when you see Wani X Handy, they're wearing the same clothes. And shout out to them because it's not easy to find the same pairs of clothes in markets. Like, where do they get their clothes from? And please stop coming for Wani X Handy. I don't know. What?
Yes. They don't look expensive, so I think it's very easy to get cheap clothes.
Jesus.
I don't agree.
I did not see that coming.
I don't agree. I know a lot of people have been coming for their fashion, but I'm going to mention this. The fashion this season has been terrible. Even when the housemates, even Big Brother had to mention it that during their wager, they didn't even make the effort to dress up. The fashion has been terrible. And you don't need a lot of money to dress nice or present yourself nicely. But that aside, everybody's hustling. Nigeria is hard. So, I'll just keep that aside. Nelly's trying. Nelly puts together her outfits nice, even though there are allegations that she's trying to copy Messi AK, which I do not believe. I do not believe is interesting. But then I've mentioned Checkers, I've mentioned Wani X Handy. These are the people that stand out to me. And of course,
Double K.
Shatoria.
Oh, not Double K.
No, Double K also stand out to me because Cassia is so beautiful. She carries herself so well. And you know that sometimes I look at Cassia and I'm like, what did you see in Mr. Kelly Ray? I don't understand how they met or how they've been together for 10 years. And I know that their housemates are clocking their strategy in the house, seeing that you guys are too close to just be best friends, but they're doubling down on that. And I like that. And it's gaining them fans, to be honest. People are like, oh, they like this strategy because, to be honest, this is the first time in a long while that we've had people coming with that type of strategy to say, oh, we're best friends, but they're actually married. Right. And I think it's going to get them far, but it's actually going to disrupt their relationships with the housemates when they do find out. But then when you think between the good relationships with the housemates and 100 million, which do you pick?
100 million, my darling.
Well,
I didn't come here for the housemates.
I didn't come here for the housemates.
Yeah. For me, I definitely think you need money to look good. I mean, to look expensive. Like when you look at Nelly and Victoria, you know that, this ones came prepared. You look at Sean, look at the Mbadiwe twins. Yeah, you need a lot of money to do that. It's money. And I love it when people look. You know when you're coming to the show, like 247, viewers actually feed on what they see. Oh, what's this person wearing today? Wow. I like this person. That's how viewers pick their faves.
I don't necessarily think that your outfit has to be expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it has to be cheap, but it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive for you to look. There's some really nice Okrika clothes that you wear. Nobody will even know that you're wearing Okrika.
I'm coming for my faves.
No, I'm not. Oh my god! No! Oh my god! I'm definitely not coming for anybody. I'm definitely not coming for anybody. I'm just trying to establish the fact that you don't necessarily have to break the bank.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Fashion is really
the show is about
season.
not wearing brands, so you can wear anything you want to.
Yes, I mean you can wear,
but just look good. That's what's important on the show.
I agree.
But people that are really catching so much attention is, of course, Shatoria. And because the dynamics, anytime they're in the diary room, it's always awkward. Do you know that it's either these people are not friends or something bad has happened?
There's no chemistry between both of them.
See, so
no
here's
chemistry
the thing.
between them.
Me, Shattera, they're one of my faves.
Why?
Now, we cannot tell if it's a script. Everyone has their own strategy going on. Do you understand? They are the ones carrying the show. They are trending on a daily. They are the flyers. Victoria is beautiful. She's calm. She's one side. Sean, London boy, he's doing his thing. They are cool. They are doing their thing. I feel like they're the ones carrying the show. It might be a strategy because so what is happening is you're seeing they're the same distance. They don't look like they're together, but everyone is talking about
the coldness between them.
Everyone is
trending.
talking about
Like
it.
I don't understand it.
That's what the show is all about.
But is it really a strategy?
Yes, do you really think that their strategy would be
definitely
to go in
if it's a strategy,
so the only
then that's
thing
actually
I
very
don't like
wise,
is now we look at Wani.
Yeah.
Wani spends quality time with her sister, even while she's going up and down with Sean. But Sean, on the other hand, doesn't do the same thing with Vicky. That's where I have a problem. But he has a very great game going on for him.
And that's where strategy comes in, because if you don't strategize with your partner in a game like this, we've said that in week 5 they might separate them, but from how do you get there if you're not with your partner, if you're not thinking with your partner, if you're not loving with your partner, so we don't know.
It's going to happen.
Victoria is very beautiful, and then she's very calm.
It's like you have a crush on this girl.
No, she is very beautiful. I'm not going to take that away from her. And she's very calm. But her type of personality doesn't really belong on reality TV, which is leading people to say that did she audition for the show or she was just placed there? The people are saying they forced her to be on the show. I think she's just not that type of. She takes a. For her to get comfortable with you, it will take a while. But that's not what we want to see on the show. We want to see people
she has said it in her diary session. She takes her time. She said even with Sean to get to know people, to just observe her surroundings.
Another beautiful person we're not talking about is Anita. Our MBGN. Like, are people forgetting that she's on this show?
But we know Nelly's the one carrying the pen.
We've not even seen anything. Like, what's happening with Anita?
Nelly's the one carrying the pen.
Let me be real. Anita does the bare minimum.
You can hear about Victoria. Okay, but what have we really heard about Anita?
Anita does I think skinny privilege is what is helping Anita. People just like the fact that she looks like a model. She is a model.
Yeah.
She
is MBG
and she's intelligent.
She's a model.
But she's just there.
Like what's happening? I was really thinking that one of the Mbadiwe twins would have given me something to work with there, but
like a sheep.
Anita now, she's a fine girl.
Okay.
When there's Chinwe there, there's Onyeka there.
Chinwe that is shouting my baby up and
down.
down.
That baby will stop. There's a contract there, I'm very sure.
Okay.
Let's
I can't
watch.
wait for. I want to see that drama.
But what do you mean that the relationship between Chinwe and Zion is fake?
Very fake.
But they do like each other.
They like each other. But I know
they give me that.
They are quite
in
sync. But the thing is, Zion has wandering eyes. We saw him last
eyes.
That Saturday party was tapping Nelly's bum bum. Zion, we saw you.
And was so eager for the lap dance in the truth or dare.
We saw you.
Okay, so speaking about ships, we know that if there's one thing that is bound to happen in Biggie's house is for love matches to form and for, ships to sail. So we've already seen a brewing romance between Wani and Sean, even though like fans are coming online to criticize her that, oh, why would you get into a ship so quickly? My take is this.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody can do whatever they want to do on the show. if you don't want to see it, go on the show and do something else. But then again, if you're going to criticize, it takes two to tango. If you're going to criticize Wani for getting into a ship so quickly, why are you not criticizing Sean for the same thing as well?
Double standards.
That's what I think. Double standards, which does not make sense to me because she's not a child. She knows exactly what she's doing. And I know that Nigerians are so quick to, I can't justify anybody's actions except mine because I don't know what's going on in your head. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing. But I feel like she knows what she's doing. Yeah. She's having fun. She's a young girl on reality TV. Allow her to do what she wants to do. But if you're actually going to criticize her, then let us criticize the guy as well. Because that's one of the problems we have. It's good for the geese, but never good for the gander. I don't know how they say that thing. That's what I think. So aside Wani and Sean, I want to know what we think about Wani and Sean. And aside them, she already said she was hoping for a ship between one of the Mbadiwe twins and Anita. Are there any other ships that you have already formed in your head?
Ships.
Maybe Victoria and also the Mbadiwe twins. Those twins need to give me. What is this? Fine boys. They're just there walking around. I want them to give me something, please.
Fine boys indeed.
Honestly, this is not Love Island. This is Big Brother Naija. And I think the obsession with ships is ruining this season because this last week, after every 3 words, you're hearing ship. Baby, we're not in the ocean. I don't understand. Because if you're going to get into a ship with someone, let it be organic.
Yeah.
Wani and Sean were quite organic. You know, they started eyeing each other. Wani's like, oh, you pretty. Like, yeah. And I like that. But please don't force it. I think Ben and Chizoba, they're forcing it. It's not there. It's not giving. Kobosi Rara, to be honest.
But if we're actually checking in terms of votes, the bottom 4, did you see any ship there?
There was no ship there.
Yeah.
There's no
So
ship
that's
there.
where that's why everybody's obsessed with ships. The people with the richest fans are who?
Cheapers.
Exactly.
True, actually.
But
So it's not just
also
about
a ship now. We're not seeing any.
We have to
Nigerian trust
I
what
want
the
to see
fans
good
want.
friendships. I don't want to see romance, please. If I want to see romance, I know where to go and watch romance.
You are 1 out of 5
Do
million.
you understand? You see, do you know that?
no,
Let me
no,
tell
no,
you
no,
something.
no.
Do you know that on Twitter, people are on spaces crying every day in my room? See what you did to me. People are there 2-4-7, 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. analyzing what this ship should have done, what these people did. So it's about who has more fans, like people that actually vote. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. But let's bring up Auntie Rune.
Mama the mama.
And
I just feel this season is very special. There are some people who would have definitely not made it to this house.
Yeah.
But
Like
because
on a
of
normal,
the character profile they
Yes.
were looking for, they want a cool guy, they want an elderly woman, they want a sister, they want because
They want a cool
Mama
guy.
Anne would have not been in the house.
on a good day,
On a normal
like,
day. She has been
how?
trying for 8 years.
I think-
She
said
for 8
8
years
years.
now.
I think that maybe the reason why she made it into the house, it's actually very interesting to see somebody come on a
Someone
reality TV
different,
show with their
right?
auntie.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You
saying.
get so
That's
me,
why she
I would
made it
not
in.
go on a reality TV show with my auntie. I wouldn't. But that's actually something. It's like, oh my god, wow, what were you thinking when you were making this decision? So I think that that's why they got into the house. And I mean, people are talking about it. So
And that
Yeah.
thing you are looking for with Mbadiwe twins, look at it with Auntie Nne.
Yeah.
It's coming. I see it coming.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
just watch.
Are you filming?
Just watch.
Is it for real?
There's something coming.
I mean,
It's not Anita. Leave Anita
that's going
alone.
to be so wild.
Actually,
Yeah.
to add to what you just said, why I think Nne was able to go to the show with Chinne is because they actually behave alike. If
She
Nne
has a very
was
young
like,
spirit.
let's say
I
she
just
has
feel
like
like
Wani's
they were-
personality,
Yeah.
it's not going to work out. But they think alike. Before they do anything, they're like, even yesterday they were criticizing Wani and Handy
That's
for
what
they
I'm
were
gonna
wearing.
say.
So they are like the same. They act the same way. That's why it's working out for them.
Chine, that's her name now. Chine coming for Wani X Handy's outfits is so embarrassing, to be honest, because we're on a reality TV show rated +18.
Yeah.
You cannot come and be policing them. And that's one thing I don't like about Chine is like she kind of looks down on other people like, oh, you're small, my children. Wani X Handy, they're 27, going to 28. These are grown women. You cannot be telling them you have no right to police their outfits. It's ridiculous. I don't know, but the dynamic is interesting.
You know what was funny? She even said they don't have home training.
I heard.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
But I saw her come alive during the Saturday night party when they played Igbo Life, and she was all like ping. I'm like, go girl, like yes. Also, like shout out to DJ Sean because he ate that up. Like the party was lit.
Yeah, the party was good.
So we've spoken about the duos in the house who have given us, something to work with. We've talked about Chine. And sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that. So just call them. What's their group name? Anyway, we've spoken about them. Are there any other housemates that we feel are not really giving us anything to work with? I mean, according to Ebuka, some housemates are just there to exist in the house. Some people have their partners carrying them. Yeah. So what do we think? Is there any housemate in particular that you feel, I don't know what this person is doing here?
I don't think Topher and Soch, Aces, I don't think they're doing anything in there. Yeah.
For me,
they have fans,
but I don't see them doing
they have
anything.
fans. they have fans.
Yeah.
They are fine people.
Yeah.
When you are
fine.
Once you
person
enter the show, there's something called fine boy privilege.
privilege.
People will be crushing on you.
Because Serge will do the bare minimum. I was like, oh my God.
His
so
smile
hot,
alone
he's so this. I'm like,
his smile alone can gather 5,000 fans. 5,000 women on Twitter.
Are you one of the fans?
I mean, let
There was
Let me
silence in the room.
just for me it's Anita though. She's been in the scene. She's not new in this entertainment game. So when she I don't know.
MBGN is not Big Brother now.
I know, but
because like beauty
knows how
there's
to
been
struggle
beauty,
with
there's been Nengi. They are all MBGN. But Anita, I don't
But did Nengi
understand.
even
Maybe
do
she needs
much?
Please, Nengi did much.
Nengi.
Yes.
I'm
Nengi
just
did
joking.
Nengi, you always be famous. So for
Okay.
me, it's Anita though. She's not giving. She's a fine girl. She has the outfits. She has the hair. But she's not doing any. She's not been trending. Let me put it that way.
She's a fine girl.
Okay.
So,
I think for me personally,
No, that fine girl is not working in her own.
no, it actually is.
She's
Because
not working
people
for
be talking
her.
about her like she's fine.
Because of Nelly. Yeah, Nelly is her duo. So it's still that same thing Ebuka said. One person is carrying the other person.
No, so let me say this: the bottom four that as at like Sunday during the live show wasn't shocking in a way, but the fact that Checkers made it to the bottom four, honestly, I think it is a blessing in disguise because now Onyeka's fans have woken up and they're like, no, we have to get our girl to the finals. But I'm gonna mention Dami and Toyosi. Honestly, Dami was really a disappointment to me because her intro video, the energy she brought on stage, it really felt like she was going to come into the house and shake things up. But immediately she had that issue in the kitchen. I knew that it was over for baby girl. I just knew that if the housemaid had a chance to get her out, they were gonna get her out. And then Toyosi is very sad. She left the house with 700 followers on Twitter, which is just.
Do you know the worst part about that? Is that out of 10 peers yesterday, 8 people called them to what?
I mean,
Yes.
it was very happening because
Bad.
when they called them in the diary room, they asked who has been ruined. They kept saying
Everybody.
Dami. Dami is the reason they're
Everybody.
out. We all know that.
everybody.
Wow.
She's the reason
They
they're out.
really they took them out. Like they wanted them gone.
But I understood her reaction in the kitchen. It's not easy. She shouldn't have taken that responsibility.
I mean,
though,
if you are going to cook
for 28 people,
if you like to cook,
it will
no
turn
one
your
forced her
head.
to cook.
see, cooking involves
That's the thing.
patience.
So see this thing with
something
white money.
people.
You say you want to cook.
Yeah.
You like cooking.
Yeah, she's a
You
chef.
have no issue cooking for it. No one tells you to
Even
cook.
if they send you, must.
So now you're cooking and then you're having issues. You're telling people don't take this. Why did you even get to it
Why
in
are
the
you
first
in the
place?
kitchen? Cook, you have to be cheerful. Well,
I mean,
cook,
You have to be
you're
sure
not
you're
gonna
cooking
be
for
careful,
28
shit.
people.
nobody forced you, my dear. You
I
said
mean,
you
I
want
guess
to
when
cook.
you-
Do you
on the-
understand?
She messed up, dude.
You said you
On the
want
7
to
days,
cook.
you're already addressing the house. So I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I mean, why go
that's
to the
not
kitchen
how-
and do all of that?
And then she went
that
again. She
game
said
alone could
somebody
have
told
put her
us.
there to like the 5th or 6th.
Because Dami had potential.
We see, in fact, we're not even talking about Beta here. I mean, Ben
and
and
TJ.
TJ cooks. We see him in the kitchen. He knows how to do all that stuff. He's not making excuses.
I like TJ.
And also, that's an amazing duo right there.
TJ
Those guys
TJ.
are core fans of Big Brother Naija. They know the game.
And
They understand the game. Oh, God.
do you know that TJ is giving Duni? Yes.
Doing.
Yes, the
In terms of
therapist. One
Doing-
thing TJ will make you do is to tell all. He will
I mean,
ask
he's a
you
doctor
questions.
now.
He will talk.
He knows how to do
Yeah.
that.
He made this
Yeah.
girl. I think
Understands-
he made think it's Dami and Toyosi, right? He made Dami tell all, like that day they were having an issue about Tofa. I was like, girl, you're spilling too much. And after that meeting, they had their own personal meeting when they were like, Dami, what is it? You can't. The guy made them talk. So he's he's very, very intelligent. He knows what to say and how to make you want to.
And why Ben is a good partner is because Ben is really competitive. I've seen it in him. He's competitive. So I know he's going to carry their pairs together. I like TJ. He just looks like he came there to have fun. But he's low-key messy. TJ is low-key messy because being a therapist means you kind of know people's secrets. So he knows what's up. Like, don't look at him that he knows what's up.
I think what I like about both of them is that they balance each other.
Yes.
They are actually a dynamic duo. So I think for me right now, they are my faves.
We saw what happened last night between the both of them. That's because they didn't win something. So they're very
and one person was feeling like, oh, you blame me for not blah blah blah.
One more thing about Onyeka. I think Onyeka making it to the bottom four actually proves something. It's not just about giving drama in the house.
I mean, she's talking about everybody in the house.
Onyeka is actually doing more. She's doing. In fact, this week she carried it on her back, but she made it to bottom from. That just proves that the fans want who they want. It's not about what you're doing.
But it's a blessing for her, though.
I hope that this week they actually stand up because I want to keep listening to her. I want to hear what she has to say, and she doesn't go home this week.
Okay, so speaking about, she said something about. I think you said something. Was it surprising to see Tammy come home?
No.
Do you think that maybe Dami might have ruined the game for Toyosi?
Definitely.
But what did Toyosi bring to the table? Let's be real now.
I mean, you know what I think.
Toyosi did not bring anything to the table. Dami actually did carry them.
I understand that.
Oh my God, both of them. In fact, what's the name? Toyosi brought nothing. Tammy was trying to bring, but she was just unlucky. Because normally
she should have gone the crazy baddie route. She should have gone, oh, I'm crazy, nobody should mess with me. But she chose to be a chef.
Right? She's a baddie.
She's a potential baddie.
I mean, everybody is saying that, yes, Dami had potential. But then again, let's not forget that the show is just starting. I know that you would argue that, oh, it's reality TV. First week, you need to come and show us what you're about. But then again, I feel like, me personally, I still want to give people grace to see what you are going to do going forward. It's the first week. When everybody comes in, they're a little bit relaxed. Now you've seen a pair go home. So it's definitely going to wake a lot of people up. So after this week, now we'll now be able to say, okay, if after everything that is happening, this person is still not giving, then you cannot say, oh, I don't know why you're here. So I think that's what it is for me with the pairs. I'm still trying to give people grace and benefit of the doubt.
Grace is not paying my subscription, and the data I used to stream, because I stream.
And the money has gone.
So I want to bring up Mayor Frosh and Ruthie's conversation after the Saturday night party. And let me just say, she drained him because I think she has interest in Mayor Frosh, which, by the way, he's younger. He's way younger than her, but I think she likes him.
Age is just a number.
I think she was like, I'm not a second option, you know. I could have done my boom, but I did not do. I find that interesting because of the way she's kind of leeching onto him, but you can see that he's not interested. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think he's being slippery. If you're not interested, say you're not interested. Even like yesterday when she was in the kitchen washing plates, he was there. When you're with a woman that is washing plates, what do you want her to think? He was there, she was talking, he was like, oh, why do you think that about me? No, please, that guy is being slippery.
Yeah, so for me, he's
giving,
like,
oh, when you won that's in the one, custodian.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I came to hug you. Did you see me go to anybody? And he's like, no, that guy.
So he's probably giving off the energy of, oh, I don't necessarily fancy you, but at the same time, I don't want you to stop giving me this attention that you're giving me. Is that what you think is going on there? Because I mean, after the party, she was complaining about how he was dancing with somebody else, and she was talking about how, oh, if you want to go for her, go for her. She'll make me look stupid.
Him, but she does not want to go. You know, Nigerian babes. Now we can't just come out and say, "Oh, I like you."
No,
we have to a young boy, go through the corner.
And the thing is, she's moving at the wrong person. I mean, we know the kind of content these guys put up on Instagram. It's what they do.
She's not really feeling her, but she doesn't want to come at, I like you. Please, she's not Wendy. Wendy is, you know, she goes and she went for the right guy. But
did she though?
I mean,
because to be honest, Sean is giving me F-boy energy.
But he's giving her.
It's just her alone. It's not messing around with anyone else.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
There's 2 months plus to go. Abi.
Right?
Abi.
Okay. All these things just happened in 1 week.
Okay, so let's move on to, we've talked about the housemates as a pair. Are there any other housemates that we feel like, one person is riding off this person's energy, or rather this person is carrying the whole team alone and one person is just being very complacent?
I'm still gonna say aces. Yeah.
Who's carrying who in aces?
I think
They're not carrying anything.
okay.
They're
Both
just fine.
of them are just existing.
They're just fine. That's all.
Okay, so let's move on to double K. Now, these guys have come in with a very interesting strategy. Husband and wife pretending to be best friends. How long do we think they can keep this up for? Because a lot of the housemates are starting to clock their game that there's no way these people are best friends. I mean, you're holding my hand, looking into my eyes like you're love struck, you're calling me babe, we're sleeping on the same bed. A lot of people are starting to clock their game. And then we have, what's his name? Toby Forge, making moves back
Serious
to back,
moves.
serious moves on Cassie, promising her heaven and earth. I don't know where the rest of us are going to stay when he gives her the world, but we have him promising her the whole world and stuff. So what do we think? How long do we think this strategy can go on for? Me personally, I'm really looking forward to when they cast, because I want to see what it is going to do. Because Toby has already said, if I find out that you guys are trying to play with my intelligence, I will never forgive you. I'm never going to let you
That's
go.
not being dramatic.
I mean, what's their name? Flourish, DJ Flo and Riti. I mean, they are the detectives in the house. They already found out. They know those guys are married. They know they are together.
To me, I think this one they're doing now is just moi till somebody goes for, what's his name? Kelly Ray. I need Big Brothers to bring in one babe for him. Then, because Cassie is already like, she looks at him like this, she's in. When a babe comes in, then all these things she's doing with Toby.
So you think she's going to switch up and become territorial?
That's my man. What are you talking about?
I really want to see that.
I want somebody to come for
interesting to
him. I
see.
want to see that drama. Like, are you still going to? Because see, when it must to be sincere, I can't believe that a Nigerian man can actually sit down and somebody is checking his wife like that, and he's just somewhere watching. I can't believe it.
My dear, 100 million is at stake.
It's really surprising. They're actually possessive men. You men, because
but when 100 million is at stake, my dear, you're gonna close your eyes.
Cassia. I feel like Cassia is enjoying the attention she's getting from Toby Forge, and I really
it's like
love
a new
that
thing to her.
I
in 10
love that
years,
for her because the
right?
way she's giggling, I'm like, stop.
Stop it, but don't stop.
I'm like, girl, enjoy your time, but it's gonna get them fans. They're already gaining so much fans, but in the long term, it will ruin their relationships with the housemates. But let's be real, they don't owe them anything.
They don't.
Because
Everybody's playing their own game.
Last month, they didn't know that these people exist. Like, so if you want to drag them, race for a reunion or something. They're playing their game. They're trying to get
You
to
said
the money.
last week.
They didn't know themselves. Probably they heard themselves during the lockdown. I don't know how it works, but they don't owe them anything. Sorry to be Fudge. Hang your feelings up. This is a game, and if you feel like they're playing on your intelligence, play your own game back. It is what it is. Cassia is beautiful. I can't wait to see what she does like outside that house. I want her to even get to top 5. I want them to get to top 5, not because of Mr. Kelly Ray, aka the cheats, but I just want them to get to top 5.
Okay, we're gonna let that slide.
Yeah, she said he cheated on her with a girl.
Let's let it slide. Let's let it slide. Let's let it slide. Let's let it slide. Let's move on to our highlights and lowlights for the week, starting with
highlight. No, let's start with you.
No, let's start with you. A lot of people, you haven't really been saying much.
Highlight.
Are you protecting something?
I'm not though.
Let us know
Side
now.
eye.
I'm still thinking.
Okay, so while you're thinking, let's have Kiki.
Honestly, let me be real. This season has been slow, so I cannot tell you that I've had any highlights. Probably the Saturday night party, because it was genuinely good vibes. That was my highlights. And my lowlights, maybe because I feel bad for Dami and Toyosi when I can't imagine their feelings, their heart dropping when they realize that they are living on the first week of the biggest reality TV show in Africa. It must be embarrassing.
Yeah.
And they watch the show with us outside.
Imagine having to watch those people from the outside. I'm like, I should have been there. I can't imagine how
And
bad.
and what she said, all the investments,
all the investments. I really
hairs,
hope
everything.
I hope they can bounce back. I hope. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
The Lord is with them.
I feel like good PR.
Better
If they
luck.
have good PR,
Maybe they can ride on because
bounce.
they're gonna do media rounds. So maybe they could cause drama.
Okay,
there.
how about you?
My highlights last week was that time Toby was promising the whole, even BBnaija kitchen serve. He even promised it. I'm like, this guy, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to do this. And she was there blushing. The guy,
If not you don't go blush.
I just want 2 boys.
like, I'm going to do this to him. Oh my God. I actually started feeling for him. Like, this guy is going to cry. And his friends are actually going to tease him with it.
Yeah.
And then my low lights was when Wani and Handy were crying. As I was quoting it.
A lot of people
I
got
was-
emotional. Like,
As I was quoting it, I was crying with them. Like, I love you. I always talk about you. The hugs.
So emotional.
I think that's the love of our life. That's the love of our life. And let me just say something about Wani X Handy. Handy, we need to see more of
Wani X
Handy
Handy.
separate from her sister. And I know that is not possible, and I know it's really hard, but it kind of is awkward when I see her third wheeling Sean and Wani. It's like she's always there.
Like when they did that choreography for him.
there.
I'm telling you, main performance.
And they were,
I want to see more of Handy. I want to see Handy like interact with other people in the house. So it's not just her sister, but then again, they're best friends, they're sisters, they're lovers. Let me put it like that. They're lovers, so it might not happen, but they're still my girls regardless. Regardless of why they think they're wearing cheap clothes.
Okay. So there's this video that has gone viral where we have Wani and Sean under the duvet, and we're hearing some sounds, and she was saying, "Oh, this feels so good." Everybody has their own idea of what they think was going on. Me personally, I think maybe he was just massaging her waist. Maybe she was having cramps and stuff. Did you get? So, but like everybody has something to say about this. What do we think?
I just think, first of all, it was a beautiful soundtrack.
oh my God.
Yes. Then my brother Sean, I don't know, his palm might be very soft. When you put it well, it feels so good.
I don't know. I mean, like, what do you expect when you put young people in a house with no phones, no internet access, just them, your feelings and conversation? Of course, things are going to happen. But people like to act like, oh, it's so crazy for them to have that type of intimacy in that period of time. It's not crazy. And I like the fact that Wani and Sean are giving us spicy content. And please enjoy yourself, baby girl, because it's not going to end well, but it is what it is. I hope they'll learn from it, or she learns from it, or they capitalize off it.
And let's be honest.
There's more to come. That one is just.
I'm happy for them.
Whoever happened in that video, wishing them the best.
But let's be honest for 1 second. The difference between what Wani and Sean did and what a lot of people who are complaining about it did is that theirs was on national TV. We have a lot of people that do the same thing worse in less than 2 days.
Yeah.
In 3 days.
That's why
so I just feel like
exists.
Do you guys? I just feel like the difference is that theirs is on national TV and the whole world can see it. Okay, so there was a tweet. Someone tweeted and said, "Victoria is the most calmest person I have ever seen, and she makes me love her more because, girl, I am learning a lot from you. Literally anger management classes before my eyes for free." What do we think about this? I know that at some point you were saying you feel like, oh, Victoria is too calm, but like I said, I like to give people graces. I like that she's calm. I like the way she carries herself. Well, maybe eventually she's going to come out more, get relaxed, and really
I mean,
get
that's the
into
thing.
it.
We need to look at
get
people
into
like
the
that
game.
closely when they
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah, so be
something
worried
there.
about those silent people.
There's a reason she's
Victoria is
calm now.
but I feel when she gets really comfortable, she
Yeah.
will unleash. Yeah, but she's quite laid back, to be honest, and that's what makes her intriguing, because like there's so many people with fiery personalities in the house. Why are you laid back? Why are you not giving?
Like what Suj said yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? He said she needs a wake-up call and he's going to have a conversation with her. So I'm looking forward to that. I want her to give more this week. So that's what I'm waiting to see that. She's taking it in baby steps, but I'm sure that she will definitely open up.
So to round off the show, let's just quickly rate the housemates in pairs on a scale of 1 to 10, based on how we think they brought their A game. Maybe gossiping, bringing in drama, how they won the wager, whatever it is that you feel like, this is what it was for me with this pair.
For me, I believe they can do better and they will do better. So I'll give them a 6.5.
Okay.
It was a really slow start to a season, but like I said, the season is pregnant, so maybe 5.5. It could definitely get better.
Yeah,
They could
it
definitely
will.
do more fashion wise. Like, I don't know. I hope they win their wager this week. Maybe they should read. They should read well. You know, it's a 5.5 for me. Average, but not too bad, Sha.
Okay, how about you?
For me, I'll give it a 7. A 7, yeah, it's good. Shout out to Beta, Benjamin, and TJ. They have an amazing game going on. Shout out to Flo, shout out to Ruthie, and Shatoria. Come on. They're the reason we are here.
Cute.
Victoria and Sean. Let them keep giving us.
Okay. Well, for me, like I said, it's still early, and I like to give people graces. So I will just try and be fair and maybe give them like a 6.5. Yes, I mean it's still early. It can go to 100 in the next week. So yeah, that's what it'd be for me. Okay, so let's talk about Indine winning head of house this week. We know that when they first came in, they won custodian. Now they've won head of house, and a lot of people feel like they're going to bring in drama. I just want to know what we think about them winning head of house.
I'm upset, and it feels like these housemates don't have their head in the game. Because why are you giving Indine that type of power in the house? Mind you, last week they won custodian, and they had access to the HOH room because of the Mbadiwe twin. So why exactly are you giving them, that type of responsibility and power? But let's see how it plays. Auntie is obviously the typical Nigerian auntie. So who knows? She'll wake them up by 5 a.m. Oh yeah, go and wash plates.
And give them dress code.
For me, I love drama. That's why I'm here. So I want to see how it plays when Chine starts controlling them as the auntie that she is. You have to do this. That's what I'm
What will you
waiting
do in your husband's house?
Why you dressed like this? Your pants is showing. That's what I'm waiting for. Yes.
All I'm gonna say is I'm just happy the HOA doesn't come with immunity. That's all. Me, I'm happy.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
which
Imagine if they leave.
That's
Since when
all.
they vote them out on Sunday.
To be honest, I find that very interesting that the head of house doesn't have immunity, because I think I'll just rather be custodian and head of house can go and be head of
It's
house.
very
It's
interesting.
lounge.
You know what's interesting, or what would be interesting is someone winning HOH and leaving on Sunday.
I mean,
I don't know if it's gonna happen this week or
beautiful.
not. But I want
Scenes.
that to happen.
She's instigating that people should vote
See.
them out. And that's all we can take on this week's episode of Pulse Hot Takes. Make sure you follow us across all our social media platforms at Pulse Nigeria 247, as we'll be dishing out round-the-clock updates as the day hot from Biggie's house. If you want to be on the show, feel free to send us a message via our DMs on social media, and we'll get you on the show. From all of us in the studio, bye.
Bye.